what challenges have you faced previously, and how are you planning to tackle them moving forward?
My biggest challenge is about the touts, the conductors. Most of them are misinform me about the fare, because if I ask, they tell me maybe it's 150, but when I ask my neighbor who I'm seated right with in the vehicle, they tell me it's 100 shillings. So most of them lie to us, because they think that the deaf are stupid. They will not know how much the price is. So most of the time when I enter the matatu, I always confirm with my neighbor if the conductor has given me the right price. And also sometimes when I give out the cash, sometimes I can forget to ask for the balance. But luckily, and also another challenge is when I'm walking and people talk to me or greet me. For me, I can't hear because I'm focused and I'm walking. So most of the time, people look at me and they think that I have a negative attitude, but that is not the case. So when somebody touches me or pats me on my shoulder, that's when I'll be able to know that someone is talking to me. And most of the time I've encountered this and people have apologized for that.
When the men and the tout give you some fake stories, then you try and really ask that to the neighbor. How does that make one feel?
Most of the time, the people I'm seated next to, they start complaining. So that's when the conductor apologizes and say that they will not repeat the next time. So I just forgive them and let it slide. So most of the time you find that when I get to know that they are telling a lie, they tend not to charge me.
Secondly, you said you've walked and you've met people and they think that you have negative attitude, not knowing that you are a deaf person. So when they call you and they realize that you're a deaf person and they apologize about that, about talking to you, how do you feel?
Sometimes, yeah, I say that they might think that I have an attitude, but I just can't understand what they want, what they're saying. So I can just most of the time use my phone to communicate with them.
Okay, when you walk outside there, and you as a deaf person, how do you on the road probably a car is passing and you don't hear I know you use your eyes. How do you navigate that?
Yes, it's true that I don't hear, but I use my eyes. So if I want maybe a motorbike, a motorcycle for my transportation, I'll just I will just wave. But if a motor car hoots at me, I'll get to hear the sounds.
So were you born deaf or were you born hearing?
For me, I was born hearing. Then after 3 weeks, I started being sick, where I get some pus oozing from my ears. So when I was 4 years, I became deaf. So what caused me to become deaf, I don't know. That I live to God, but my life has been good.
I thought you felt disappointed becoming deaf.
No, I did not. It has being in a deaf community has really motivated me a lot and has inspired me a lot. Because when sometimes we have challenges like you are sleeping, then there's a lot of noise outside. But being a deaf, you can't hear these noises, so you just have a sound. You have a good night, and you just sleep without being disturbed. So most of the time we can't get to hear many activities that go on outside. So we get our good nights and we really sleep. But mostly you get that maybe if somebody wants to work, they just have to come where I am. But luckily, God always protects his people. At the end of the day, we don't get hurt.
Are you happy being deaf?
Yes, but there are challenges.
What are those challenges?
Communication barrier. Because also the hearing people, most of them don't know sign language. So they get to write, then you can answer.
When growing up, does your mother knows sign language?
I told you when I was born, so when I was born, when I started growing, I started using signs, and I didn't learn it from anybody. Maybe I just say that it is God's own doing.
So your mom knows sign language and you communicate comfortably?
Yeah. She went to school and she learned sign language. Then she came back and started teaching me. So she used to take maybe, for example, a cup, then she shows it to me, then she signs it to me. So, and for me, I was a quick learner, so it was very much easy for me to learn. So when I joined primary and the schools were closed, the parents could come back to school to learn sign language to aid communication between them and their children. When the school opened, the parents go back home. It was like an exchange. There is time for the parents to learn sign language and also for the students to go to school.
Now you feeling good and interacting with your mom and family and auntie and uncle?
Yeah. There is one cousin of mine who is perfect and good when it comes to signing. And we have grown together.
That really motivates and really encourages us. So, to the viewers, what advice can you tell them?
Thank you so much. My advice to you is to emulate me by working very hard, and also respect your parents. Respect your parents for the your betterment in future, and also for your success. Unlike me when I was growing up, there were a lot of challenges because we grew up with my mother and my father. And my mother's earning was not that high. It was a low earning. So she worked hard for our success and also for my success. So I just encourage you to respect your parents.
That is a very good inspiration. Thank you, viewers, for joining us and chiming in this discussion. I hope you've learned one thing or two, and you've learned from her motivating stories. So tell us your social media handles so that the viewers can go there and really look what you've posted.
Thank you. Instagram, END@park. And also join the Glamour Show. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, viewers, for being with us. Bye-bye.